Okay, so take latest of my git repo. Okay, here I have added mariadb. Okay, so I was facing some issues with PostgreSQL, so I moved to mariadb. So mariadb, everyone able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So MariaDB is open source database. Okay, so similarly like Postgres, MariaDB is also one of a database, and it is maintained by MySQL. So you know MySQL, right? So MySQL database, right? The same people. So if you see here, it is made by the original developers of MySQL. Okay, so these people, the team who has developed the MySQL, the same people have done the MariaDB database. So you can use the same one, and you can create connection to your database instead of React. You people are working on your local machines. So the problem with Derby is Derby don't have the Docker images. So we cannot use Derby for deployment. Sorry, Derby database don't have what I meant to say is Docker image to publish, so it is a little bit tough to create a, Kubernetes version of this Derby. So I tried for PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL, there was some error with the time zone. I couldn't figure out how to fix that. There was I tried with all versions, 15, 16, 17, latest version also I tried. There was some issue. So then I moved to MariaDB. Okay, so mariadb is up and running, so I can able to do that one. You can go for it. Okay, so what changes you have to do if you are using mariadb for your projects?
సార్ రికార్డింగ్ షేర్ చేస్తారా సార్?
I'll share. I'm recording in the parallel backend, so I'll share the recording, no worries. But just see what changes you need to do, otherwise you will have to go through entire video again. Okay, so let's go to the pom.xml. So in my project I have made the changes. You can do the same thing. So you need to add one dependency. I'll add in the document also. Changes to backend service for connecting to MariaDB. See, first thing you need to install MariaDB. Okay, you can search in Google MariaDB. Okay, so you can go for download. You can download. So based on your architecture, it automatically will tell you what to do. So you just go to that and click on download. Let me share this URLs. So root password you can give whatever you want. I'll give Maria. So it will run on 3306. Okay. So mariadb is installed in my local. So I'll open dbeaver. Okay, so I have installed mariadb. Now I have to connect to my mariadb database. So here when you go to the db where there will be mariadb. Okay, you have to select this mariadb, click on next. So localhost 3306 is the port number. So database mariadb, and here password is pass. Sorry, Maria. So just don't give anything, because initially there will not be anything. Okay, there will not be anything. We have not created any database. Localhost 3306 and root. My password I have created whenever when I creating the database. I created some Maria, and I will click on finish. Okay. Now here right click, create new database. I will give Maria DB, or I will give a library. Mine is library management, right? I will give library. Okay, so library database is created. So this is my database setup. How will you create the database is, you have to install mariadb, then you have to connect through this. Let me share this also. While installing, give password Maria. Connect to mariadb using dbeaver. Initially there is no database, so give it blank. Okay, next once it is done, so how to create databases? Select database and right click, create new database. Okay, so create new database, give whatever name you want. So I have given library. Now let us go to my project. So in backend you need to create the add the dependency mariadb java client to your pom.xml. Now go to src main resources application properties. So here it is already available, it is already changed to mariadb. So here what you have to do, you have to change it here localhost to test it locally. Localhost 3306. Okay, right click, so here edit configurations, let me add maven. clean install. So you can use Eclipse. I'm using IntelliJ, so you can use Eclipse for building your application. Nothing else. I already added. You can copy paste this one. So pom.xml, you need to add this mariadb related dependency, and application properties. You just need to change the local host 3306. This is for your testing in local. Hello. చేస్తానులే పనిలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు చేస్తాం. Any questions so far? Anyone have any questions? So let me run this. Okay, sorry. This one is root. Password is not pass Maria. database is connected, library if I see, tables are created. Okay, so one problem I observed is for mariadb the data is not getting initialized. Okay, so data is not getting initialized, so we have to manually run this one. So let me run this. Okay, so there is one problem I observed, that this one is not initializing the data, so you need to manually run and you have to insert the data. That's the only catch here. Okay, so my database is ready. Now let me test the API whether it is coming data or not. Localhost 7070 API books. So I got the data. Okay, so like this you have to connect to your mariadb database. So your backend service should connect to your mariadb database and fetch the any one API you can check. Any questions so far? So this is for your local testing. So if you want to connect to your local database and if you want to test it, you can have the mariadb installed. I showed the installation also, how to install, how to connect to database, and how you can make changes to your backend service to fetch the data. So everything is there. So you can go through the video and you can install and you can connect to your database and you can check. Only one catch is the database init is not working. Okay, so I will fix it later. For now, what you can do, you can just manually run the scripts available in data.sql and you can check if data is getting populated or not. Done? Okay, so I have started Minikube. Let me see the dashboard. So this is my new machine. So I am showing everything new. So what you can do, so in your machines, okay, in your machines, for this change, everyone listen, for this change what you can do, so backend service I have shown you how to create a connection, how to make a connection, how to install mariadb, how to connect to mariadb, and how to make changes to the backend service to get the data I have shown you. So that part is done. So I have tested locally and I am able to get the data. Now I have to deploy this into your what is that Kubernetes, and I have to make a connection to my database. Okay, so for that what I have to do, first thing what I have to do, I have to go to Minikube and say Minikube delete. You have to start fresh, because first you need to, so the first step in any application is first you need to install database, then you have to connect to your deploy your services. Okay, So first thing what you have to do, you have to go for minikube delete hyphen hyphen purge. So you need to execute this command minikube delete purge. Okay, done. Now once it is done, once it is done, okay, minikube delete purge. Next you have to do minikube start, means it will install freshly and it will give you the service. Okay, so minikube deployment steps, minikube delete hyphen hyphen purge. Next minikube start freshly, minikube start. So once it is started, check for the dashboard. So next run minikube dashboard. So make sure minimum 25 GB memory is available. Okay, so my dashboard is up and running. Since I have less memory, it is taking time. So it is little bit slow. Let me check on that. So just go for a break and come. I will check. I will restart it. I will restart the machine and I'll see.